Hi everybody, it is Nikki Williams and I am here in New Zealand on the North Island, just south of Auckland and north of Tauranga, and we are going to interview two chiropractors this evening, Dustin and Danielle Reif. They are, hi Stephanie, thanks for jumping back on. They are chiropractors that we met here in New Zealand, and they have a lot of amazing information to share with us tonight. This is the first interview of many that we will be putting on our page and on our blog post. Zane and I started a website and blog post just to really help our viewers understand health as a whole, and give you guys as many tools as we can in your toolbox to lead a healthier life. Hi Zane, and hi Kaylee, hi Harper. They're going to the beach to watch while I do this at this really cute coffee shop in Waihi, right? I'm working on my New Zealand pronunciations. So we're just waiting here for Danielle and Dustin to hop on, and I think we got it figured out. So apparently to add people onto Facebook Live, you have to have them, you both have to be on a phone. You can't, one of you can't be on a computer. All these different rules for Facebook. Oh, and they change them all the time too, which is fun. So you have to keep on top of it. I'm drinking my water. This is number 2 for the day. Today is Monday here in New Zealand. It's 2:50 p.m. So I'm coming to you from the future. And Stephanie is in Denver, Colorado, where I'm sure it's a little bit cooler than 80 degrees. So we were in Auckland for a little while, and something happened at the house that we were supposed to stay in for a month, and so we hit the road, and we are down exploring the Bay of Plenty, which in literally everywhere we go in New Zealand, Zane and I are just in awe of the beauty and the friendliness. It's so amazing to meet people who are just open arms and interested in what we're doing, and just genuinely care. And they're all like, yesterday at the beach, this one lady wanted to take Harper out on her kayak. I was like, I would let you, but I didn't bring her life vest. She was like, oh, it'll be lots of fun. I mean, people are just very hands-on with kids. It's very different than the United States, and it's really a breath of fresh air. So let me see if I can bring Danielle or Dustin in. Let me see if I can tag them and they can join us. Oops. I don't know if that works. I don't think that worked. Zane, do you see Danielle or Dustin? Or can you tag them? It's a team to get this happen. Oh, there he is. Okay. Here is Dustin. I think we're making this. Let's see. It says it's adding. Oh, and there's Danielle too. Let's just see if we can add Dustin first. They are currently, so we met them in New Zealand. I know Dustin's mother. Her name is Carrie Reif, and she's an awesome lady. So she introduced me, when she found out that we were coming to New Zealand, she introduced me to Danielle and Dustin. And so we spent a few weeks with them in Mungawhai, New Zealand, where they used to live. And then when Zane and I left and went to Hawaii, they actually went back to the United States for the time being. Who knows? I don't think they'll be gone very long from New Zealand. It's pretty awesome down here. But we'll see. Okay, I'm going to try again. It said it was adding no answer. Okay. I'm going to try and add Danielle. Technology is so fun. There she is. Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
Hey, we made it work. Awesome. Okay, now you're sideways. There you go. Yeah.
Got it? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
And I can hear you. Awesome. So Danielle and Dustin are coming to us from Florida. So I want to welcome you guys and thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to fill us up with your knowledge. I really, really do appreciate that. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit more about yourself and about your family and all that?
You go ahead, please.
Okay. Well, met in chiropractic school, and we started dating for a week, and have been together ever since. We're now about 7 years down the road. We have had a practice in New Zealand. We've got our third child on the way. Our best to live a healthy lifestyle and
Teach
help
others.
teach others. Yeah.
Cool. So what kind of chiropractic do you guys practice and how long have you been practicing?
We've been out of school and practicing for about 5 years. A few months. We've explored different types of chiropractic, and in my experience, they all work in different fashions and provide different benefits to different people. So I'm learning a new type right now, which is called upper cervical. So it focuses just on the atlas, your top vertebra, and its relationship to the skull and the rest of the spine. And so there's a lot of physics involved, a lot of specificity, and using just those joints to correct the nervous system and allow the information to flow. So still very new to that, but otherwise I pretty much say just try it out and see which one you like.
Awesome. Cool. So what drew you guys to alternative medicine instead of going to be an MD?
Mainstream wasn't really for us. I don't really look at it as alternative anymore. I look at it as fundamental because it's something that agrees with almost everyone's body. Chiropractic, homeopathy, acupuncture. I mean, these things agree with babies all the way to elderly, whereas medical doesn't really work with the body, solve the issue, started the symptoms. So that's what we're in it to learn, and we want to keep learning from everyone that we know. And we have a network that we've built around the world. So what led us there was probably our own experiences, and
Taking a proactive as opposed to a reactive approach, and that's what I know I was part of my life. You go in, you were sick, they give you a medication to stop the symptom, but but never really addressed like what can I do on a daily basis to make myself healthier and not have to return as much or as strong.
Cool. Yeah, it's definitely, I like how you said foundational, you know, I mean, the body's, it's not just one thing. And MDs just put a Band-Aid on the problem, whereas functional medicine or foundational medicine, you're actually looking for the body to cure or help heal itself. So, yeah, two very different approaches. So what do you feel is the driving force behind what you guys do and what your mission is?
Ooh, that's changed a lot recently, as well as our location physically. We're back in the U.S. now.
I think a big one for me is there's an overwhelming amount of information out there, right? There's a research article for proving both sides right and both sides wrong. So you have this doctor telling you to do this and do this, and so what drives us, like I just said, we're learning a new type of chiropractic. We're always learning, so we're always learning to get the best information we can, so that driving forth is truth. What is the truth, and how do we?
My motivations is that kids, I don't want them to flooded with all this nonsense about the only way, a lot of mainstream thought. So I want to give them a foundation where they can go out and say, hey, this is how you help something with an essential oil. This is how you, when you get chiropractic care, you get, if you go see a homeopath, if these are the body and work with the body instead of, hurting, developing more symptoms, which pills for or whatever. Yeah. I should also say that there's not all medical doctors are evil and have a twisted way of thinking. There's Dr. Andrew, there's Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Suzanne Humphreys. There's so many medical doctors who have learned the way medical school, learned the way that works the body, and they develop, restaurants, they develop speeches around the world. So you can also seek these people out. It's going to help Violet.
Okay.
Cool.
All the way all this, but we'll be back.
Okay. Hey, am I cutting out for you at all?
Not really.
Okay, because you guys are cutting out. I'm wondering if it's my internet or yours.
I'm not sure.
Let me see.
I think we're best. It says we have all 4 bars.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out. Let me see if Zane will give me feedback on if he can hear you guys or not. He's literally sitting over there in the van with the girls. He keeps on running over and giving me feedback. This is awesome. Okay, I'll keep going. Hopefully everyone can hear you guys. So a little bit about, it said it is cutting out a bit. Zane, can you understand them enough, or should we try and reconnect with them? Thank you. And in the meantime, I'll ask you guys the next question. So what was your favorite healing story, and also what has been your most challenging client so far?
Well, to start with the good one, I had a 5-year-old boy see me when he was 5, and at 18 months, he got it's 18 months. He got a couple of vaccines, and went from learning to potty train and, you know, very loving and on everyone in the family, words, you know, meeting all those milestones, and then went completely nonverbal, wouldn't let anyone touch him except for his mother. You know, diapers, not potty training anymore. Scared of foods, scared of a lot of things. And so we started seeing him regularly, about seeing him every day. And about 6 months into it, I mean, there were cool things along the way, but by 6 months, it was running into our office, hugging everybody in the office. He was saying hi to, you know, telling his grandma that he loved her and telling his that he loved her. And, you know, the first 3 appointments, I didn't even touch him because we really had to develop that bond before I could even, you know, put my hands on him. What we did was, you know, chiropractic and Juice Plus is the change. We changed his diet a bit, and his body was just able to process everything so much better that he started returning to that normal childhood behavior. That's good.
Wow.
That one's still, you know, still makes us feel warm and tingly.
Yeah.
As far
Yeah, I got the goosebumps. That's
It was an amazing ride working with people like that, and just it ignites our fire. Most difficult patient?
Yeah, family's the most difficult because they still view you as like, and it's hard for them to try.
Always want to change as well. So like people that come to you as clients or members, they're looking for some difference in their life. They want to learn from you. Yeah, most difficult. Love you.
Yeah, and I guess there's like the one that stands out. I guess, you know, who get seizures that late in adult. I had a lot of trouble with, but they've had so much time of this their system being in a stressed out response to things that it takes work to undo things, and they results quick enough, and they end up leaving probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the ones that really.
Time's one of those principles that we need to. It's hard to teach someone too.
Everybody wants the quick fix and gratification in society today.
Yeah. It's very true. Very true. And I hear you on the whole family thing. It's like I call it the baby powder butt syndrome, because if anyone put baby powder on your butt, they don't believe that you know what you're talking about. So although my parents have really come around to, hey, maybe my daughter has done a little bit more research than I have, and maybe she does know what she's talking about a little bit. From the knowledge you guys have gained so far on your journey, what are some of the best ways that you guys feel that we can protect ourselves from this ever-changing world and the toxins that we live in every single day?
I think you said it, I don't know, this video or one of the first ones that was a technical difficulty video, but you said like a really good foundation. You need to put in good stuff into your body, right? Whether that's eating the proper foods or getting good supplements or whatever it is for you. And then you need to move. The human body was designed to move a lot. You know, we were designed to walk 20 miles a day when we were back in nature. So now our society allows for us to do that. And we have to de-stress the body. Our body gets in this stressed out state, and we're getting so much coming at us. You know, Wi-Fi is everywhere. You got screens everywhere. There's things that hide in your food. You know, even Danielle and I, with all our knowledge, we still eat things and then afterward realize that, oh, there was stuff in it that we didn't realize was in there. So I think one of the best ways to de-stress your system is chiropractic. Mm-hmm. So that exercise is going to help you with that. Acupuncture is going to help you with that. Homeopathy, all of those natural healthcare practices are going to help your body de-stress and rebalance. And so I think if you have those two things, um, that's really a good best way to start. Everyone talks about a lot. Essential oils are really a way that you can alleviate those symptoms and help yourself be more comfortable.
They work with your body instead of symptoms. You know, so if you have how to do that, how to use essential oils, you can always ask us anytime.
Your website.
The other thing I wanted to say is, if you're starting out on your health journey, or if you're midway through, or like you're a professional at this, the best thing is that I've discovered is knowledge is power. When you know more about yourself and about the things that are in the environment, in your food, then you have, and once you choose, you can always choose, because you know that it'll longevity. It will bring you, moving 90s, moving well, and look at like what Jane Fonda, 80. She doesn't look 80, but she moves and she exercises and eats. You know what I mean? Those things are in our society as well. You can see some good habits developing. So yeah, just educate yourself, and that's something that we want to help with, is educating people, because we have a lot of knowledge up there.
Yeah. That's awesome. I do want to take that a step further and say, in this world, you can be so overly educated, but I think more than education, action is where it really happens. Take that knowledge that you learn about knowing yourself and put it into action. Because I feel like a lot of people today get so overwhelmed with all of the knowledge, and then they just don't know where to start. They're like, I know I need to exercise more. I know I need to eat better, but they just get frozen. So that's where we try and come in with these simple solutions, like standing, like the whole food supplement that we stand behind, or the essential oils that we stand behind. Those are easy. Or going to the chiropractor on a regular basis. Those are easy, simple steps for people to take and to get into action. So I know that we kind of touched on the key components and or cornerstones of a healthy lifestyle. So exercise, de-stressing, eating well, and seeing a chiropractor and acupuncturist. Is there anything else I missed there?
Not that we said, but one thing that I've thought of, or just as we were talking, we started shutting our Wi-Fi off at night, and it made our sleep.
Phones, so our off or on airplane mode.
And then shut your Wi-Fi off the modem.
Yeah, at the modem.
And you'll sleep better. Anybody out there who's having trouble sleeping
Unbelievable
or getting
difference.
Woken up or having restless sleep. And then we didn't really talk about detoxing, but obviously we're all exposed to toxins. When you're very careful. So having some form of detox, whether it's the oils or whether it's juicing or whether it's whatever. Seek out experts. There are plenty of experts out there that want to help. And, there's an old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So pick something that's easy, or eliminate something, or add, and just go from there.
Yeah.
Good points. Detoxing is definitely huge. I do, for us, and we can do another video on this, but we do detox baths whenever we can, just Epsom salt. I do clay and baking soda, or even just foot soaks. Those are just simple ways
Your body
to help, to give it that extra help. I mean, and water is huge for us too. We everywhere we go in New Zealand, we have this big water jug that we get like mineral or just filtered water from, because we don't know, and people look at us like we're crazy, but we want to avoid the chlorine and the fluoride in the water, and we don't know where it is or where it's not. So that's just something that we always do for ourselves. Just something that we can control. A big thing with Zane and I is the things that we can control for ourselves and for our girls in this world, we do. Because there are so many things that we can't control. You know, with staying in Airbnbs, we can't control if people are spraying for bugs or not, but we just have to know that the other things that we are doing, living a stress-free life, continually detoxing, drinking clean water, eating as clean as possible, we just have to know that our bodies are equipped to deal with the toxins that we can't control. And that's another thing too, is trusting in your body. If you know that you're doing all that you can, you know, seeing the chiropractor regularly, doing all of those things, you just have to trust that your body knows what it's doing and not stress about it. Right?
Exactly.
Would you guys agree with that?
I broke my ago, and it was such a good lesson for my daughter. She's 3, and just to see that I don't have to ask my body to heal. It does it all by itself. You know, it does. But just giving it the chance, my bones weave back together, and now I'm getting stronger and more flexible. Just showing that body does have the power.
Right? That's amazing. Amazing. So now I want to talk a little bit about food. So do you guys, let's see, do you guys feel like we need to supplement in the amount of fruits and vegetables that people are eating today? Like, do you feel like that's an issue for people? I guess in the United States in general.
I think everywhere, just fast-paced lifestyle and everything's, and you know, even when you only lightly cook vegetables, you're still losing a lot of the nutrition.
The digestive enzymes.
The digestive
enzymes that are active in live food before it's cooked. Those are really important actually for digestion and for absorption of the minerals and qualities in food that we need. That when you say vegetables are good for you, they're when they're super sauteed. You know, you need to have color. They need to be alive.
And not to say that you can't do it. You know, in our journey, we've met people who have their own garden, and that's the only place they eat from, and they are probably getting great nutrition. You know, still, you can always do more, right? So, we like to add whole food supplements. I think I just drank a greens drink right before we did this interview. So the more fruits and veggies you can get into your system, the stronger your immune system is going to be, the better your body is to the toxic, you know, world as you described that we're going. When you know, when you're around sprays that you know what people are spraying, and all the more veggies you have in your system, whether it be a whole food supplement or whether it be just eating them raw, your body's going to be better off.
So, so I eat pretty much vegan, and I work out. So the recommended fruits and vegetables for me are something like 9 to 18 servings a day, and it's absolutely insane. You know, the FDA or whoever, I mean, people in general, the WHO, the FDA, they all recommend that they just keep on increasing the amount of fruits and vegetables that we're supposed to be eating. But I have found it's because the nutritional value in fruits and vegetables is decreasing. So, you know, that the problem is that the nutritional value is decreasing, and they try and just tell us we need to eat more. So that's where bridging that gap really comes in, and the people in the United States especially I mean, I think the most that they get are like 3 servings a day. And in your opinion, I mean, do you feel like that's going to make the cut? Do you feel like that's going to lead a healthy lifestyle at 3 servings of veggies and 1 serving of fruit a day?
I mean, I strive more. You know, I strive for my kids to get more. Obviously, the people that live close to me, I strive for as much as we can. And it's hard to really, I don't know, down to one thing, right? Plenty of people that have, live a healthy lifestyle but don't necessarily see the chiropractor. But that means they have to work that much harder to get the things to survive. We want to thrive. We get told all the time, well, you did that as a kid, and well, it's not necessarily my kid to survive. I don't think that's the bar. Does your kid survive? I think I want to set them up as intelligent as they can be, healthy and fit as they can be, good habits. All of those things are gonna enable you better. So, I mean, it's hard for me to say. I'm not necessarily a nutrition doctor, so to speak. So it's hard for me to say whether you need 3 servings or you need 18. But I'd say it's pretty obvious from the research that's out there that you need way more than 3.
You bring up a good point. I was having a conversation with my dad, who he would have never thought about this before, but he goes, Nikki, I was talking to a parent and they told me that it was okay for their kid to just eat macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets, that they would survive, that everything was going to be okay. And I almost fell out of my seat because I know that kid is not going to be okay to survive on mac and cheese. And you know what? That's not necessarily true. I mean, the kid's going to grow up. I mean, there might be some health issues down the road, but it's kind of like you're not going to see the impact of it right away, which is, like you mentioned earlier, everyone wants like the fix-it pill. Well, when you're really focusing on foundational health, that's not what it's about. It's about doing all these small, I shouldn't say small, but simple, impactful steps to ensure that you have the overall health later on in life. Because every little step that you take towards health has a great big impact on the future. So I want to, tell us where this is, well, first of all, let me say, this is like the first interview that we're going to do with Danielle and Dustin. They have so much information to share. I think Danielle's got some stuff in her back pocket, but Danielle is an essential oils expert. So if you guys have any questions on essential oils and how they can help with your health or with any maybe situation that you're going through, put a D or Danielle in the comments, and Danielle will contact you personally. And if you guys have any questions on chiropractic or anything that Danielle and Dustin said or commented on, then put a Danielle or Dustin in the comments and they will contact you. With that being said, where can we find you guys? Do you guys have Facebook, website, stuff like that set up yet? Because I know you guys are.
We don't have it set up. We're developing it right now. Something that brand for us both. Pretty personal pages, and that's a great way to reach out to us.
Okay, perfect. We'll be sure and put those in the comments so you guys can get a hold of them. And for me, if any of this resonated with you guys, and you guys are inspired by the mission that Zane and I are leading, traveling the world and inspiring healthy living around the world, then just put Nikki in the comments, and I will get back with you personally and answer any and all questions that you guys have. If you have any questions about the whole food supplement that is very thoroughly researched, that all three of us, Danielle, Dustin, and I, stand behind and recommend, let me know about that as well. And I can't wait to hear more from you guys, Danielle and Dustin, and to see where life takes you guys next. I'm so excited for you. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you in New Zealand again. That's all I have to say.
Hopefully around September.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have an awesome Sunday night. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, looking forward to our next one.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah.
Inviting us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.